It's Week 6 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Trey McBride. He had a busy week last week, finishing with over 170 yards. It's the Wizards and the Snowhawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Orlando Wizards taking on the Snowhawks of Brooklyn. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Orlando club, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. The Lance going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Lance. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
A 40-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts yards on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And just shutting him off there. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing to start the drive. Pike. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Pike. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's taken it around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Lance to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it carries in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will make it 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but What have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 20 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over the middle taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Pike, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Wizards nothing.
Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Gibbs will take it in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, there he goes, left side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Lance. And it's caught. touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks have regained the lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Orlando takes back over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pike. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lance, the short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw on 3rd down, Pike. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Dayo Odengbo drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Corral looking to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Throwing on 1st down. Pike finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Skirts by him at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Pike. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down, Pike. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. John Mechie, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Wizards are an extra point away now from moving out in front. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Corral looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A first down throw here for Corral. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Dances by him. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And Corral trying to get things reset quickly. To the air again with Corral. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Corral. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. Pike goes right back to McBride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Pike. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
in the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Pike connecting here with Chark on the out route. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw. Pike. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, it's Corral. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. 15 yards through the air, the first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Robinson up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Hand off now to Robinson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now Corral. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Corral. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Sample gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they have regained the lead. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Pike. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Corral. That's out wide here for Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Option play, right side, Corral. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down and 10. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
53-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Pike. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Orlando.
Off play action. Pike. Under pressure, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they're bringing back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, Corral. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A good head down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pike. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Option play. Here's Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Corral. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pike toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And Corral will throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Corral.
valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Corral with it. First down here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Derek Hall able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the give, here's Robinson.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is taken at about the 14. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 5. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Finding Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Callaway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And he fins him up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Orlando, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.